Hello my fellow handsome gentlemen, I'm Piotr Grotnik from Its Improvement, and in this video I'm going to discuss numbers, specifically my 2022 in numbers. In this fine notebook here I have written down every penny that I have spent and earned, every minute that I have used in the gym, every step that I have taken. Also I have counted every single calorie that I have eaten and burned and every single milliliter of water that I have consumed in this notebook. I have done that for 2021 and 2022, and in this video I'm going to take a look at how much I have spent, burned, eaten and consumed in the last year of 2022 and compare it to the numbers of 2021 for your entertainment. I want to start this video off with the category that is money spent on supplementation, gym gear, protein bars and protein shakes. And that is a cool little insight to how much money I really spent on the fitness lifestyle. And just to give you a spoiler, I also spent a lot of money on food. So this is outside the food category. This is simply on supplementation and everything that contains extra protein in it. And I've spent a grand total of $222.50 in 2022 on this category. And I think it's actually pretty decent, but I want to spend a little bit more on this category this year 2023 because I want to take my fitness game on a slightly higher level and take it a little bit more seriously than what I did in 2022. And for your entertainment, here are the comparison of my numbers in this category of 2021 compared to last year 2022. Next category is what I previously mentioned, is food, drinks and snacks, and I think that this number is pretty high. And since I don't live at my mom's house anymore, I have realized how much money you actually use on food on a yearly basis. In 2022, I used a grand total of $3,186.19. I've gained a little bit more muscle and overall size, so I think that the number here is justified and I've gotten my money's worth of food. And for the entertainment and for the information of your sake, here are the numbers compared of 2021 and 2022. This category is a guilty pleasure of mine, and I know that a lot of you viewers here might be gym rats and therefore you spend a lot of money on this category as well. I'm of course referring to energy drinks and caffeinated products, and this category blew me away when I saw how much money I've actually spent on this category. I've spent a grand total of $582.74, and taking into consideration that I don't always buy my caffeinated drinks and pre-workout because I have a loving girlfriend that supports my use of caffeine, it's crazy to see that I've spent so much money on this category by myself. And I have taken this number from this category, did the math, and it turns out that I buy approximately one energy drink per day. And I think that's okay actually. If you say that you're going to the gym once a day every day for a full year, I think that justifies my purchases. And I kind of want it to be the same, if not slightly lower this year, because being overly caffeinated might not be the greatest choice of health. But again, I enjoy it and I know that I'm not the only one spending this much money on caffeine, and I know that a lot of other people that I know and who are in the same niche as myself spend as much if not more money on this category. Here are the numbers compared to 2021 and 2022. The next category is how much money I've spent on clothing, jewelry and accessories. And being a YouTuber and TikToker in my niche of style and fashion, you would consider that I'm using a lot of money in this category, but I think that $824.89 is actually okay. I haven't bought a lot of style and clothing pieces last year as I wanted to, but I think I'm going to up my style game a little bit more by purchasing a few style pieces that are of a higher quality and slightly higher price that I can have for longer and that are very versatile and I can use in many different outfits. Here of course are the numbers of 2021 compared to 2022. Money spent on electronics, this is a boring category, $337.03. This category is sometimes inevitable if you live in your own apartment and home. Sometimes you just need to buy some essential electronic stuff, if it is a new lamp, a new light bulb or whatever it might be. So this category I think is fine, and for your sake, here are the numbers compared to 2021 with 2022. This category is very interesting. Being an influencer that talks a lot about fragrances, skincare, hair care and overall body care, this category is astronomical and it's way way higher than it was in 2021, at least of memory. This category is of course skincare, body care, hair care, haircuts, fragrances, and other bodily treatments. And I've used a grand total of $2,998.12. I want to be honest with you guys, I've spent a lot of money on skincare and fragrances last year in 2022 because I'm starting to understand the game of fragrances. My nose has developed a lot and my taste has also developed for more complex, strong, and things of higher quality than it was before, and certainly than it was when I was around 14, 15, when I thought 1 million was the best fragrance of all time. I also think my skin has improved a lot since last year, and I think that might be a reason why this category is so high. I took my skincare very seriously last year. I think that my body has never looked as good as it has now, so I'm very proud of that. This number of nearly $3,000 is of course astronomical, but I care a lot about my appearance and I care about influencing you to take care of your appearance as well. And I like to explore these different categories of skincare, hair care, body care, and fragrances. So of course this category is going to be high when I have the interests that I do. Here are the numbers of 2021 compared to the number of 2022. I know I have used a lot of money on this category, but hey, you gotta do what you gotta do. Let's go over to the next category. This category I'm certainly proud of, and the category of gaming. I have spent $5.50 on gaming. I like to sometimes hop on a game and chat with my friends once in a while. Very, very rarely. But I think that $5.50 is okay. It's basically a coffee from Starbucks. So I think it's justified. Here are my numbers for gaming from 2021 and 2022. I'm very happy that I haven't spent a lot of money on this category because that would be counterintuitive. Money spent on doing something or going out. I have spent a grand total of $320.39, and that includes if I wanted to go out with my friends for a round of bowling, or if my girlfriend and I wanted to go to the cinema and watch a movie or something of these terms. And I think that $320 is fine. I would have liked to go out with my girlfriend and my friends a little bit more to be social and actually do something other than just stay at home and be in my office, but sometimes there are things that you need to prioritize. Here are of course the numbers compared of 2021 with 2022. This category is money spent on business expenses or equipment, and I've spent a total of $441.14. This category includes me buying equipment or camera equipment for the Men's Improvement channel here on YouTube or on TikTok or Instagram, or if I hired an editor to edit some of my videos, make a thumbnail or a channel banner or something of these terms. And I think that $441.14 is actually okay, but I want to spend more money on this criteria because I want to reinvest the money that I earn from my salary over to you guys, so I can give you the best possible content at a very stable and balanced rate. And here of course are the numbers compared of 2021 with 2022. Money spent on transport, fuel, or traveling, and I've spent a total of $1,051.59. Sometimes I had the opportunity to drive around in my parents' car, and because of that this category has gone up a little bit because of the rising petrol and diesel prices. So of course I have spent a little bit more money on that. And I've also gone to Copenhagen a few times last year for some Dior event and overall to be with my girlfriend in Copenhagen, which is a very nice city to go around in, generally to visit my parents or visit her parents. So of course you're going to use some money on transport and fuel, and we've also been on 2 vacations this year, so of course I've spent some money on that as well. And here of course are the numbers compared with 2021 with 2022. This one I'm very proud of. I've spent $0 on alcohol. I don't drink anymore. It's very rarely that I drink. If I see a friend that I haven't seen in a while, or if we're celebrating a birthday or for New Year's Eve or something like that, I want to enjoy a beer or some drink once in a while, but it is very, very rare. I don't even drink on my own birthday. I'm very strict with alcohol because I know how damaging alcohol can be and how counterintuitive alcohol can be for self-improvement, fitness, and overall health. So of course I don't like to drink often, and therefore I have spent a grand total of $0 last year on alcohol. And here are the numbers compared with 2021 and 2022. Money spent on house articles, decoration, and furniture. I've spent a grand total of $495.62. Of course, I'm an adult. I live in an apartment with my girlfriend, so of course sometimes we need to buy some new furniture or some kitchen appliances or whatever you might need in their home or apartment. So of course we're going to need some money for that as well once in a while. Here are the numbers compared with 2021 and 2022. Money spent on the stock market. I've spent less money on the stock market last year in 2022 than I did in 2021 because I wanted to focus on saving some money, spend some money elsewhere, and actually spend some money on this channel. So of course I haven't invested as much last year as I did in 2021. I've invested $150.06 in 2022 in the stock market, but I also was lucky enough to get some stocks of the company that I work for on my day-to-day job. So even though I haven't invested as much money, I've also gained a little bit of stocks in the last year. So here are the numbers compared from 2021 and 2022, and I look forward to investing some money into some investments in the near future. This one is a fun one. Here in Denmark, we have the opportunity to recycle bottles for an exchange of money, and I've gained a total of $258.86 from simply recycling some empty bottles, and I think that's a pretty cool thing. And moving over from that, I want to talk about salaries. So quickly, here are the numbers compared with 2021 and 2022. Moving on to my salary, I've earned a grand total of $24,554.39. This shows that I don't earn a lot of money on a yearly basis. I think I am on the average side if you compare me with an American my age, but I think $24,000 is fine. Of course I want to earn more, yes, but I don't think it's a small amount to say the least. And this is also with some gifts that I might have gotten, some affiliate exchanges, and my overall salary. So I think $24,500 is decent to say the least, and I can't wait to up my income in the near future as well. Here are the numbers compared with 2021 and 2022. Moving over from the money to my actual activity and consumption. The total amount of steps taken by yours truly in 2022 was a total of 3,281,975 steps. This of course is an estimate because your Apple Watch or tracking device doesn't track every single step that you take in your life for a full year, but of course this is a rough estimate. I would say that 3.2 million steps is a great amount of steps in a full year. And here are my steps compared with 2021 and 2022. Water consumed in 2022, I consumed a total of 630 liters and 250 milliliters, which is an average of 1.73 liters a day. I find it to be slightly on the lower side. I want to consume an average of 2 liters of water minimum a day because that is considered healthy and balanced. I want to up my water consumption, so I think 630 liters sounds like a lot, but when you average that per day to 1.73 liters, it is okay. And here are my numbers compared with 2021 and 2022. This one is fun. Calories consumed. Gentlemen, I consumed a total of 866,388 calories. That sounds like a whole lot, to be honest. But again, as I mentioned before, I've gained a little muscle and I gained a little bit of weight overall. So I don't think that 866,000 calories is a ginormous number. I think it's a pretty decent number. Here are my calories from 2021 compared with 2022, and from calories consumed, let's go over to calories burned. And I've burned a total of 241,773 calories. And as the two previous categories of consumed calories and steps taken, this of course is an estimate, and I think that an estimate of 241,000 calories is actually pretty decent when you compare how much food I've eaten. So it averages to around 1/4 of all calories I've consumed last year I have burned off. So I think it's pretty decent to say the least. And of course here are the numbers compared with 2 previous years. Last category, gentlemen, this video is almost over, and the last category category is time spent on training, running, exercising and stretching, and generally in the gym and on being active. I've spent a total of 128 hours and 28 minutes. 128 hours, I think it's okay, but when you compare it to 2021, I only spent 61 hours. So I have more than doubled my time in the gym and overall exercise from 2021. This is the only criteria with my salary that I've also tracked in 2020. And in 2020, I've spent 196 hours and 49 minutes on exercising. But that makes sense because I used to do a lot of strength training in the gym while also boxing full time on the side. So therefore, I've spent almost 200 hours in 2020 on training. And 128 hours, I think it's a pretty decent amount of time. Gentlemen, this was my video of my 2022 in numbers. I hope you enjoyed it, and I can't wait to keep track of all of these things in this year as well and talk about them in the year of 2024, and I can't wait to make that video for you guys next year as well. Gentlemen, if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe to Men's Improvement YouTube channel for more videos like this about grooming, skincare, fragrance, style, fashion, fitness, anything that will make you the best possible version of yourself. And of course, press the notification bell to get notified every single time I upload a new video for you guys to enjoy and learn from. And of course, gentlemen, smile more, it's free.